Hi everybody, Jen. My name is Jen Jonkeman. I have written, developed, and run a nutritional ketogenic program in my community. So I teach people how to eat for a living. And we have this child who doesn't eat vegetables. So before Christmas, I said to my husband, our daughter doesn't eat vegetables. Like, we give her, she's that kid you push the broccoli to and she like, ooh, right? Gags. Our 8-year-old equally isn't a great eater, but he's not, he's not terrible. And as we go through the videos, you'll see that he does get better and better. So that's good. But he wasn't eating. And it was the same thing. They would eat chicken nuggets or fries or pasta or pizza or many things that came out of a box. And we were eating like these great meals with meat and vegetables and, really just night and day, two totally different ways of eating at our table. They had one diet, we had another. So we needed to come together. And we also needed, we're at the point probably with our daughter where before Christmas she was doing, she had a lot of bad habits in school. She couldn't sit still. She would move from one place to another. The teacher was really having a hard time with her. And because I do ketogenic diet for others, I know with all the research I've done that this can help kids with ADD or ADHD or, it does help. So it can help so many things just by cutting out the amount of carb, or cutting down, I would say, because for the kids, we didn't go like full on, no, you can't have any carbohydrates. We went from like probably 500 grams of carbs in a day to 100, 150 is kind of what we were going on. And at school, they were having hot lunch, which is Subway and chicken nuggets and pasta. And, those things make our lives as parents easier. But for kids who struggle with, any kind of disorder, it's better for them to have a healthier diet. But it's easier for us to not fight with them, or to not instigate, or to not, have those things where we don't know what's going to happen next. We don't know, we just don't want to fight. We want whatever is easier. It's easier not to fight with your kid and just give a Kraft dinner. It is. I've been there. Working from home, I probably do it more so than not, because it's just 5 quiet minutes. We all do eat together as a family. We always have. It's just harder to do when you have this defiant child. And not that she's doing that on purpose, that's just how her body works. She definitely has a bad reaction to foods and sugar and carbohydrates. So my husband and I decided before Christmas that we're going to try to make a change. We are going to make our diet, like our way of eating, because that's what the word diet means. We were going to make our way of eating everyone's way of eating. No more chicken nuggets, no more fries, no more excess of these things. No more going out so much because we're lazy. And that's the bottom line, right? Is that I'm not asking you to admit that you're lazy, but for me and my husband, it's ease of use. Our older daughter works at Mr. Mike's, so that's also a way we could make an excuse to see her. We just so many things, just excuse after excuse after excuse. And now we have this child who's 5, doesn't eat broccoli, is a total terror sometimes, and we need to help her. Or we need to see, like, can this help her, or does she maybe need to go that next step further and get medicated, which is fine. I have no problem. For those of us who medicate our kids, there's nothing wrong with that. That is the best, choice for many people. But in Blake's case, I thought, would I rather try to change how she eats and have some control, or do I want to just jump to the next thing? And I think that we find that in lots of cases, like with type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure, we'd rather take the pill than change our diets. So in this case, I thought, well, I have my own human guinea pig. I may as well give it a chance. And I did, and you will see what happens and how that goes. But I will say from day 1 to day 28, this kid has improved leaps and bounds. Is she eating vegetables? No, no, she's not eating vegetables. Is she eating more than she did in day 1? Oh, yes, she is. She is. Are there less screaming nights? For sure. So we have done this experiment to see how long it will take this child to get on board and eat dinner and, do things. We've had great feedback from the people who caretake with her. Her teacher and her EA have all, both said like night and day difference. And that's just dinner. That's just changing dinner. For lunch, she's still getting hot lunch at school. She's still getting, bear paws in her lunch kit. She's still having toast for breakfast. Although she used to not eat toast for breakfast. I would make her toast and she would not eat any of it. And since we started doing the dinner where she wasn't eating really dinner at first, she did start eating dinner. And Booth as well, though he would eat the toast, he would only eat the middle part of the toast and no crust. And now that they're not eating dinner, they really appreciate that breakfast. So they're eating it all, crust and everything. And that's good for me too, because I'll tell you, I'm not a crust eater. And I'm very particular about my vegetables. So I get their pickiness, and it's probably also, a little bit on me. So this is our experiment with our children, and I do expect to get good, bad, and ugly feedback, but I promise you they are not starving, and they are well taken care of. I do, in my life, have a 25-year-old and a 26-year-old, and they lived. So I can't be doing it that bad, right? And they're amazing humans. So, I'm not leaving my kids outside. I'm not letting them starve. They do get what they need in life. So let's let those comments roll in, and hopefully, watching this, maybe it'll inspire someone else to change how their child eats too, and maybe help them. Okay, bye.